If you dropped a pack of raptors into the Sahara Desert, could they still rule this land? Right now, an egg, forgotten for 66 million years, lies buried in the Sahara sand. Warm on top, cool beneath. This is the perfect temperature for hatching. You nudge the shell open with a tiny tooth on your snout made for breaking out. At the same time, the other 4 eggs hatch too. You are called Tidan. The others are named Stone, Big Strong, Dog Leftover, and Too Fat. None of you can stand yet. You keep falling again and again, then it hits you. A raptor's tail isn't just for show. It's rigid inside, made of bone and sinew to balance your body and make sharp turns. The tail is your third leg. Once you stand steady, walking suddenly feels easy. Your genes scream to find food and water, but give no instructions on how. Instinctively, you huddle together. Stone is the biggest. He immediately grabs the best spot, securing the shady spot to claim alpha status. Big Strong is naturally timid. His head spins non-stop, seeing danger everywhere. Dog Leftover acts wildly, unhinged. He bites anything he sees. Even Stone isn't safe from him. Too Fat is the smallest. When the group moves, he can't keep up. And you're the most stubborn. Stone pushes you, and you push back. That stubbornness will save your life. Your first hunt is a comedy. Big Strong finds a beetle. All 5 of you swarm it. You bite a leg with everything you've got, barely scoring a few bites of protein, but you learn the most crucial lesson. Stick together and overwhelm prey with numbers. No one teaches you this. Raptor packs have no elders to raise the young. The mother only lays eggs and guards the nest. She leaves as soon as they hatch. From birth, survival depends solely on yourselves. The desert is harsher than any world your ancestors knew, scorching by day, so cold at night you can see your breath. Your breath turns to mist, an experience raptors have never faced in their entire history. 3 weeks pass. Each of you weighs about 4 pounds. Down is replaced by real feathers. Your hunting grows more skilled and methodical. One evening, you fix your eyes on a jerboa. This little guy can leap 2 meters, and change direction mid-air. It's like cheating. Without a word, you spread out in a half-circle, a visual instinct coded in your genes. Raptors share the same binocular vision as modern birds of prey. Able to judge distances within several meters precisely, you can even see the jerboa's whiskers twitch. Dog Leftover charges head-on. The jerboa instinctively dodges sideways, right into Stone's ambush. He leaps up, locking the jerboa's body with his 6 centimeter sickle claw. 200 grams of meat divided 5 ways, the best meal you've ever had. 6 or 7 weeks later, each of you weighs 8 pounds. You've become a skilled hunting team. Big Strong scouts ahead, with the sharpest eyes. You're calm and decisive. Dog Leftover is reckless and wild. Too Fat is small but obedient. Late June, summer hits without mercy. Temperatures soar to 40 degrees Celsius at noon. The ground blazes up to 70 degrees Celsius. Feathers are your warm coat at night, but a torture under the sun. You learn to hunt only at dawn and dusk. Resting under rocks at noon, panting with open mouths, because raptors don't sweat. You're neither cold-blooded lizards, nor warm-blooded mammals. As mesotherms, your body temperature fluctuates with the environment. You can't cool down by sweating, nor maintain a steady core temperature in extreme cold. This survival limit is etched into your bones. As water sources dry up, you must drink from prey's blood and organs. It keeps you alive, but it's painful. Prey grows scarce. Hunger makes tempers explode. Over a single lizard, Dog Leftover and Stone fight fiercely. You hear ribs crack clearly. Raptor bones, like birds of similar size, are hollow. Light, perfect for running, but extremely fragile. Once broken, they rarely heal properly. From that day on, Dog Leftover's breath always carries pain. His movements stiffen. The injury will haunt him for life. Week 8, you spot something new in the distance. Gazelles weigh 30 to 40 kilos each. Combined, you 5 aren't a match. But hunger makes you desperate. Week 10, at dawn, you set your target. An 8-pound young gazelle, planning to separate mother and child. Quick and decisive, Dog Leftover rushes in to scatter the herd. The young gazelle runs the wrong way. You and Stone give chase. Stone tackles the young gazelle. You move in for the kill, but then, the mother gazelle charges back like mad. Weighing 35 kilos, driven by desperate maternal love, she kicks Stone hard in the chest. You hear the bones break from 3 meters away. Stone flies back, hitting a rock. His breath bubbles painfully. His lung is punctured. You have no medicine, no doctor, nothing at all. 20 minutes later, the stone stopped moving. He died. You can only leave the corpse. Scavengers will take care of everything left over. You inexplicably became the boss. It's not that you want to be, it's you who are still alive, and also the biggest in size. Now the team is you. Dejuan, Dog Leftover, Air Pang. Strangely enough, having one less partner actually makes it smoother. Maybe 4 is easier to synchronize than 5. This hunt has taught you a bloody lesson. Never provoke something that can kick you to death. You all return to your original profession. Start preying on rodents, lizard, small mammals. Until that day, you encounter a dead wild donkey. 300 kilograms rotten, but it's all meat. This is the life-saving food sent by the desert. In the middle of eating, Dezhuang suddenly explodes with energy. 40 meters away, an African leopard is staring at your prey. 120 gene heavy. It's almost twice the weight of your entire team. The true top desert killer. You only have one advantage. Sickle claws and reckless unity. You line up in a row. Exploding feathers, screaming desperately. Make yourself look bigger. This is your deterrence. The leopard in Africa takes a step forward to test. You didn't run. The whole team follows you without moving. You made a decision that is insanely extreme. Take the initiative to rush forward. Bluffing. The whole team rushes forward 5 meters and then stops, howling wildly. He was stunned. Never seen something so small be this tough. After weighing the pros and cons, the leopard in Africa turned around and left. It wasn't you who scared him away, but living alone in nature. Once the leopard is injured, it is equivalent to losing the ability to hunt. Waiting for him will only lead to starvation. You won. The weather in October is perfect. This is the climate your species is truly adapted to. You have delineated a territory of about 20 square kilometers. Has water. There is a shelter. There is prey. Other predators all know. This bunch of little dinosaurs can't be messed with. The fox ran away upon smelling the scent. The eagle does not dare to come down to snatch food. You have a fixed strategy. Dezhuang goes out ahead to scout. Use the sound of shouting as a climax. You choose the offensive route. Dog leftover. Air Pang flanked from both sides. You lead the charge. November's sudden cold snap. The temperature dropped from 10 degrees to 0 degrees. Drop to minus 10 degrees again. Your feathers are already perfect. Still can't withstand this cold. The first time you see snow, like cold sand, melts upon touch. The real killer is not cold. It's an old injury. The broken rib of Goshen has never healed properly. Breathing hurts more when it's cold. He is increasingly unable to keep up with the team. Often stay in the nest coughing. That kind of wet rattle sound. You heard it when the stone died. One morning in late November. You wake up. Dog Sheng has stopped breathing. His death was destined the moment his rib broke. Dinosaurs did not have as strong an immune system as mammals. Infections caused by open fractures are almost invariably fatal. Plus the temperature below minus 10 degrees, your lukewarm body temperature simply cannot sustain basic metabolism and immune functions. Old wound infected with damp heat. 3 deadly buffs stacked up. It is inevitable that it won't survive this winter. The group changed from 4 to 3. December midwinter night. Minus 5 degrees. Clear footprints left in the snow. Convenient for hunting but also exposes you all. You go chase Deng Lin, but ran into 4 wolves. Each wolf weighs about 60 gene. Each of you only has 12 gene. The gap is more terrifying than facing a leopard. This time you made the wrong choice. Don't run. Choose to fight the wolf head-on. Use your most familiar tactics to surround the lead wolf and feign an attack. Air Pang turns back to defend. Another wolf choked from behind for 30 seconds. The war is over. Air Pang doesn't move at all. Throat ripped open. After a fierce melee, the wolf pack felt it was not worth it and left. Your team has changed from 5 to 2. Only you and Dezhuang are left, not counting as a group. Just 2 survivors who remember how to cooperate. You move to higher and more dangerous places. A place with fewer prey but also less competition. The hunting success rate dropped to 40%. Won't starve to death, but still can't eat enough. Late March. Spring has finally arrived. 20 degrees during the day. Above 0 degrees at night. Prey returns. You cooperated to take down a 20-kilogram little Deng Lin. Cooperate with textbook level. From April to July 1st, everything is stable. You are familiar with the rhythm of heat. Hunting morning and evening. Noon break. Dezhuang is your only family member. The wolf returns in August. You continue to track the gazelle as it is suddenly collided with by a wolf. This time you have become smarter. Run. But the wolf is too fast. You have been caught up with. Turn around and fight desperately. The sickle claw fiercely stabbed into the wolf's belly, but the second wolf bites your left leg. The bone broke directly. You desperately scratched his eyes. Break free. The third wolf pounced. Dezhuang risked his life to turn back and save you. You took the opportunity to escape into the rock crevice. The fourth wolf dealt a heavy blow from behind. You have a broken rib, piercing the internal organs. You survived, but crippled the leg. Infection, swelling, transformation, always limping after healing. Cannot run fast. Can't catch up with the prey. Hunting efficiency directly cuts you from being a hunter to a burden. The second winter arrives. Minus 10 degrees. You are injured, thin and weak. Hunger. Dezhuang is already exhausted from supporting you. One day, you are chasing jerboas. Your task is to intercept and break legs. Cannot hold up. You fell down. The prey ran away. You exchanged a glance and both understood. 2 healthy ones can live. One is healthy, the other disabled cannot survive. That night, you haven't eaten for 6 days, shivering squeezed in the last shelter. Daybreak. Dezhuang stood up at the cave entrance. Waiting for you, you desperately stand up and fall again. The sound echoes over time. Dezhuang walks 3 steps in. Emit a sound you have never heard before. Sharp like heartbreak. Then he turned around and left. No turning back. You are completely alone. The snow falls slowly. You slowly close your eyes. The body is very cold, but I don't feel any pain at all. In the world, only Dezhuang and his 5 siblings remain, the only one who survived. The probability of you surviving from the very beginning is extremely slim. But you made it through 2 years. There is a strict rule in paleontology. The survival of a species has never depended on how fierce you are. It depends on whether you can adapt to changes in the environment. The story of the velociraptor ends here. What would you like to see next? Leave a comment below.